As a result, whether Meek is weirdly eating fries from his legs by the pool, hanging from bamboo sticks...
He been around Diddy too long. I be telling y'all, bro, this nigga eating french fries from in between his legs. What nigga you know do some shit like that? He's a good, bro. Don't nobody even look at Meek Mill as nothing serious no more, bro. I'm just gonna be real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at this nigga, bro. He hanging from a bamboo tree, upside down. I remember Meek Mill used to be feared in the streets, you know what I'm saying? When he had them neck braids and he looked rougher than the motherfucker getting on camera. Now, people don't even take bro serious, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't care nothing about no ish. I'm tripping, getting sick. I don't care about no knee. Cause these niggas just be flex. I don't stun nobody, bitch. If you do that, that's a mess. See, we dripping like the fox that I just put on my pretend. Nigga, I was selling drugs back with niggas. They was.
I wonder how Meek Mill feel that Diddy about to go to jail now. Now, if y'all don't know, brother, the fucking feds, they fucking raided Diddy's house, bro. All of his houses. I don't even know how many houses the nigga got, but they raided all of them. How the fuck y'all think Meek Mill feel? Cause there was some strange. They said Meek and Diddy they did some strange things, bro. I didn't say it. That's what the public. That's the word out on the street. That's what they saying. But how Meek Mill clowned himself out of his career. Now we all know Meek Mill. He from Philly. He a rapper, and that's all we know about him. Don't ask me if he a gangster, because I have no fucking clue. You will have to ask the Philly goons that. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. But we finna get to the video, bro. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell. This fucking chair is getting on my fucking nerves. I'm about to throw this shit out the fucking window. But yeah, that's when we
sales and #1 records in his catalog. It's fair to say that Meek Mill was once considered one of the biggest artists in the game. Now, rappers losing their spotlight isn't anything unusual. We have seen countless artists rise and fall for many different reasons over the years.
What happened to 6ix9ine? I ain't hear about him.
Top of the music industry to a lower level of fame so intriguing is not that he lost his ability to produce quality music, but instead it was simply the fact that he became an internet laughingstock. And people haven't let up on scrutinizing or mocking every single thing he does. How did this happen?
Remember he was bunny hopping? Y'all remember he was bunny hopping for Michael Rubin? Michael Rubin, them parties be wild, bruh. I seen a picture of Lil Baby getting grabbed from behind. Like, no bullshit. I'm not making this shit up, bro. Y'all can go look it up right now. Them fucking Michael Rubin parties be fucking crazy, bruh. Would y'all rather go to a Diddy party or a Michael Rubin party? I'm staying my ass home. I ain't going to no party. Fuck that.
Especially for a rapper like Meek Mill, whose career began as a respected street artist and was raised in one of the greatest neighborhoods of Philadelphia. My name is Luesta, and today we're investigating all of the events that led Meek Mill to getting clowned out of his career. Capable of spitting bars which depicted him in those rough areas of the city of brotherly love, Meek's early work felt raw, rugged, and essential at a time when not many street artists were popping off.
Summer nights can even turn cold.
In the streets of Philly where niggas don't even get to turn old. My heart pumping till it turn gold.
Stuck in neutral, I'm riding like fuck it, it's a long road.
And even to this day,
that boy went crazy.
People still reminisce to the times when he was dropping classic mixtapes, or even his debut studio album, Dreams and Nightmares, which was home to one of the greatest intros of all time.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Times like this, the rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this, and the matter.
I hate this fucking song.
His potential was evident for all to see, so much so that it's hard to believe that it went so wrong from there. But if we're to look back at when things began to get out of his grasp, it arguably started with a rapper who's about as far removed from the streets of Philly as possible. If we were to pinpoint the moment where Meek went from a formidable MC to a figure of ridicule, it's fair that beefing with Drake is when things went from good to bad. As everyone, including myself, has covered extensively, Meek and Drake had a collaborative relationship until a track by the name of Rico, which dropped on Meek Mill's 2015 album, Dreams Worth More Than Money. After Meek took exception to a line about the girl of your dreams, which he interpreted to be about his then girlfriend Nicki Minaj, a beef ensued.
Oh, they was together. I forgot Nicki and... Don't mind this chair, bro. I'm about to kick my fucking shoe off in this fucking chair. But, bro, I forgot Nicki and Meek was together, bro. That's crazy. Let me stop cursing, bro. Y'all remind me to stop cursing, bro, because I need to stop cursing.
When Meek decided to out Drizzy for having a ghostwriter. But ghostwriter or not, he was about to get smoked when it came time for diss tracks to drop. On Back to Back and Charged Up, Meek pretty much got bodied in front of the whole world to see by Drake. To add insult to injury, Drizzy then detailed on his song Summer 16 that one night when they were both in the Four Seasons, Meek and Nicki had the room below his suite. To capitalize on this, he played Back to Back over and over again, with Meek doing nothing about it. Considering Meek was known as the hard-edged rapper from Philly, this wasn't a good look. But what didn't help is that there was a domino effect to getting clowned by Drizzy that even his then MMG label mate Wale got involved in.
I honestly think, he brought like a pencil to a gunfight. He didn't bring a knife.
Nigga said a pencil.
You piece of paper. Try to paper cut him to death. Like, you can't compete with somebody that got them type of relationship.
In response, Meek didn't aim at Wale meaningfully. Instead, he went to Twitter, a place that would soon become a routine source of mockery for him, to basically say that he got his feelings hurt. Wale just ain't gonna tweet a thing about my album. He's been hating on me for a long time now. Don't even text me, cornball. Alongside coming across as overly sensitive, the fallout from the Drake beef continued to have a ripple effect on his career. Because every time—
Who y'all got in a boxing match, Meek Mill or Drake? Now, I don't think none of them niggas could fight, honestly, me speaking. Yeah, I don't think Drake could fight, nor do I think Meek Mill could fight. But if I had to choose one, give me Drake.
Tried to stick his neck out and reassert himself, he just got destroyed publicly time and time again. When he decided to fixate on Drake's alleged ghostwriter, Quentin Miller, and even ordered his goons to put the beats on him at one point, it just seemed like a complete overkill to most people. Still unwilling to take the L and simply move on, Meek then implanted himself into the Joe Budden and Drake beef, where he referred to Budden as a crackhead. In typical fashion, Joe clapped back with a simple but effective putdown, and basically won the beef by letting the world know that he was simply too elite of a spitter to go blow for blow with Meek. Whereas when 50 Cent waded into the whole scenario, he seemed to bypass Meek's talents and go straight at his intelligence. When 50 Cent was asked about how Meek was dealing with his beef with Drake, he mentioned that Meek Mill made a questionable move by starting trouble with AR-Ab. AR-Ab is not just a rapper from Philadelphia.
You starting trouble with the Grim Reaper? Meek Mill, that ain't the fight you want to pick at. I'm not bullshitting. AR-Ab, he a gangster, intelligent, stupid motherfucker. I'm not bullshitting. AR-Ab is fucking insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He tell all his crimes on video. If you got a cam out, bro, he gonna say some incriminating shit. Believe that. I'm not bullshitting. He gonna say some. He gonna say me and bro robbed the store last week. It was sweet. He gonna say all kind of shit like that. But bro, Meek Mill and AR-Ab beefing, that shit ain't gonna end too well. And AR-Ab in jail, I think, still, sir.
Meek Mill, but he's also known for being involved in some serious criminal activities that has him locked up in prison for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
Drake had mentioned AR-Ab in Back to Back, and Meek Mill's decision to target him was seen by 50 Cent as a bad move, suggesting it wasn't smart to stir up issues with someone so notorious.
It turned into the kid being on stage saying fuck AR-Ab, and I didn't understand it when he did that. I was like, it's a special kind of stupid going on. Now you just took something that completely was non-threatening with Drake and this one and turned it into something that could potentially turn into you bumping in Philly.
Right.
He's really not that bright. That kid is not that bright.
They call Meek Mill dumb.
The easiest thing you can do is bring other people into the statements that you're saying, right? While you write music.
Over time, Meek would backpedal to the point that he would even collaborate with Drake again, making this the first of several mishaps that he would make when it came to public relations over the years. However, while Drake and Meek eventually managed to patch things up, the same really can't be said for him and Academics. This long-running feud started when Meek first became aware of Act's content and his existence. Academics never reported kindly when it came to Meek, often calling his albums a flop and that he was steadily becoming irrelevant.
You spent all that money and still didn't hit over 100.
It's important to mention that Ak is a diehard fan of Drake, and the fact that Drake and Meek had a feud in the past could certainly fuel his hatred towards him. But once he realized Academics had been covering his music on his account, he declared it a mumble rap promotion page. Ak isn't exactly loved by everyone, but even those who strongly dislike him realized that Meek was going overboard. Meek playing with himself with this shit. If it's really a mumble rap promo page, then why bother caring about it? Meek mostly just comes off as salty here. Surprisingly, Meek didn't catch on to the fact that targeting Ak, a hip-hop blogger, wouldn't really bring him any benefits. Despite this, he continued to go after Ak
whenever— Why rappers be acting like they don't need bloggers, bro? Y'all, like, bro, they be keeping some of y'all relevant. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Cause some fucking bloggers be like posting rappers that I forgot about. I ain't bullshit. So they be keeping y'all relevant, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Opportunity arose, such as the time when he tweeted this in June of 2020, saying, "Academics is canceled because he's a bad police and our culture doesn't need them." He also gassed a lot of beefs that got people killed and hurt and never donated $1 to the culture. We gon' holla at you next run, champ. While some agreed with Meek, others found it amusing that he believed he was in a position to target Ak and didn't hesitate to share their thoughts. People letting a blogger get them this mad, you know you can't cancel nobody, weak Mills. As time went on, each interaction between Meek and Ak seemed to backfire on Meek, only reinforcing the idea that he is no longer a figure to be feared or respected. And when he essentially suggested that he was going to place a bounty on Ak's head, the blogger didn't hesitate to remind him that the whole thing was ridiculous coming from a platinum selling artist.
Stop snitching on yourself. Stop telling the world you're greenlighting people and just do what you have to do. Because right now, like...
Right, bro, what's up with all these gangsters? Why is all the street niggas making YouTube channels and why is all the street niggas talking about what they gonna do on social media? That's how y'all mess up y'all image like that, fool. Like, bro, don't nobody believe nothing nobody say on social media. So if you saying, "Oh, I'm gonna send my hitters at you," nigga, I'm gonna laugh at the phone. nigga telling me what he gonna do to me through social media. Nigga, I don't believe you. Nigga, you call my phone and say, "Nigga, I'm gonna get you." Nigga, I'll probably be scared. But nigga, if you say I'm gonna get you through Instagram, nigga, I'm gonna laugh. Nigga, don't nobody take nothing serious on Instagram, nigga. So, bro, y'all be messing up y'all image like that.
I send that to the police. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, yo, are you greenlit? Wait, Meek Mill just told me in front of the world I'm greenlit? Okay, here's the cops. Hey, Meek Mill, that's his account, that's his people. You say I'm greenlit. Are you dumb?
From that initial interaction onwards, Meek made
That's
an
how you tell
influential
him
enemy
really do
who would be
nothing,
ready to pounce whenever he slipped up. As a result, whether Meek is weirdly eating fries from his legs by the pool, hanging from bamboo sticks...
That's some he been around Diddy too long. I be telling y'all, bro, this nigga eating french fries from the in between his legs. What nigga you know do some shit like that? He's a good, bro. Don't nobody even look at Meek Mill as nothing serious no more, bro. I'm just gonna be real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at this nigga, bro. He hanging from a bamboo tree, upside down. I remember Meek Mill used to be feared in the streets. You know what I'm saying? When he had them neck braids and he looked rougher than the motherfucker getting on camera. Now, people don't even take bro serious, but that's crazy.
For allegedly paying for posts from blogs to try and boost his lackluster sales, Ak has always been there to catalog his many, many errors, including when he went for one of the most controversial figures in hip-hop in what should have been a home run, only to lose out again. A longtime friend of academics, former King Troll of hip-hop and verified snitch,
but
Tekashi
nobody can
6ix9ine's
out-troll
journey has
6ix9ine,
taken a severe downturn in recent years. And yet, the man who had ratted on everyone in the 9 Trey Bloods somehow still got one over on Meek when they were beefing, only further cementing the sense that he was not to be taken seriously. After a series of back and forth exchanges, the situation escalated when they encountered each other in Atlanta. This led to a heated argument happening entirely behind their security teams.
That's a fact, you. That's a fact, you. Ain't no security. This is security. That's.
Nigga told him shut up.
You take, and you with police, and you with police.
Why is he screaming, bro? Relax.
It didn't look good for either of them, but for Meek, who was seen as a real gangster, it especially hurt his image, which was already taking a lot of hits. For many people who supported him before, this moment seemed like a turning point.
We the
Meek
best
became an
music
L after this
looking
shit.
at.
I'm sorry, I can't fuck with Meek after this. For others, it was a sign that Meek had some growing up to do.
We gotta stop putting people in positions that they're not ready to be in. I feel like a lot of the shit that Meek has going on, he was kind of pushed into it. Any wrong move and you could become the villain.
Meek should have ran from that situation, and the internet would
Running
have
is
killed him and said,
crazy.
look at Meek running. Like, no matter what, Meek was gonna lose in that situation.
This brings us to a critical aspect of Meek's career. For years, he seems to be caught in somewhat of an identity crisis where he can't decide whether or not he wants to be a street rapper or a motivational figure. This uncertainty in his choices often makes it easier for fans to criticize him. Obviously, in his younger days, no one expected Meek to be a socially aware rapper, but following his incarceration in 2017 from a parole violation, situation, the man that re-emerged seemed to be different. In jail, Meek became a campaigner for change, teaming up with Michael Rubin, who also wouldn't make things any easier for Meek in the long run. As you'll see later, Meek launched the Reform Alliance, an organization which fought to change how the prison system and sentencing operated. This was a far cry from street beef, and it looked like Meek had really turned the corner.
I come from being in prison just 7 days ago, what I call history, because I know it's a lot of voiceless men and people I personally know from being in prison, sitting next to them every day, who are dependent on me, and I feel like God has given me a great place.
Man, fuck that shit. Meek Mill, you want to be a gangster or what? So, cause them gangster niggas, you think Pooh Shiesty don't give a damn about change. Nigga, he trying to line a nigga up with that switch. So, nigga, if you a gangster rapper, a motivational speaker, or you putting hits out on people, this nigga in a fucking identity crisis. He don't know what he want to be.
To help many others and make Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the world a
That's
better
great,
place.
Meek Mill.
However, just
Why don't
months
you go
after it
join the
appeared he
army,
had a
too?
new focus and brand direction, he was back to speaking recklessly. One example of this is when he got himself banned from the area.
That's
by
why I
a
don't be believing nothing these rappers say, bro, about no fucking stop the violence, none of that. That shit full of shit. Yeah, they doing that to make their image look good. Them niggas gonna be back talking they shit and not giving a damn about nothing, putting hits out on people, talking about something. I want to make a change. Nigga, last week, you was talking about making a change. Now this week, you talking about you gonna put a hit out on a nigga. Make up your mind, nigga.
Artist named Poundside Pop. Rather than continuing to preach the virtues of peace or rising above it, Meek tweeted, "We run the hood. The fuck is you saying? LOL." At a time where he should have been moved on from worrying about running Philly to running his own businesses like his mentor Jay-Z,
Boy,
Meek
these
had
niggas
still
be
talked
cat.
tough whenever the opportunity arrived. And at the age of 36, it's not necessarily a good look.
Niggas ain't fucking with me, man. I be hearing a lot of people talking and shit like that. It's really like that. Like if I go out in my hood, it's really like that. We really not. I don't want to entertain we say we got 500 murders a year. That means it's a lot of killers in our neighborhood. When I come out in Philadelphia, I'm like super safe. You know what I mean? It's not nothing to promote. But if I come out, we bring real street niggas together from city to city.
Yet, as Wayno noted on Everyday Struggle, this wasn't a lesson Mill seemed willing to learn, and it meant that his own Dream Chasers label couldn't take off as it should.
I wish that Meek would see that he's like, I wouldn't say above things, but certain things he just gotta stay out of. You know what I mean? As an artist, as a person in the game, a lot of them don't want to leave the streets alone because, yeah, it's a lot of bullshit that comes with it, but the streets is a mentality. I felt like I understood Meek's intent, but realistically, yo, I think that Meek just need to leave a lot of shit alone because a lot of artists don't want to sign with Meek. And I don't know for what reason, but I don't, we haven't seen Meek as the artist that breaks artists. I think he needs to just create some detachment between him and the streets.
Rather than just being a statement without evidence, Wayno's words would come true when it was revealed Roddy Ricch happily discarded his ties to Meek once he got big. To preface this, it's important to note that Roddy Ricch was once speculated to be on Meek Mill's Dream Chaser label, to the point that he was even spotted wearing a DC chain. Roddy Ricch had a vague affiliation to Meek back in his early days. However, as time passed on, Roddy's connection to Meek began to fade. And he has since stated that if he were to sign with any artist's label, it would have been Nipsey Hussle's, as he felt Nipsey did more for him than Meek ever did. Still, Meek continued to assert that Roddy was taken from him by Atlantic Records, and that he had been blackballed during one of his infamous Twitter rants. In response, Roddy, who is 11 years younger than Meek, explained that this wasn't the right way to go about business.
My only situation with him, he know this, so I can say whatever I want to say. One thing you're not gonna ever hear me do, I'm a real nigga. I don't speak on shit with niggas. I explain this to him. Please, let's not speak on our business and situations. Can't even call each other on the phone.
Essentially cut out of the Roddy Ricch story, this isn't even the only time that his label basically threw Meek to the side. Even when he was deep into his career and should have been seen as a fully fledged star when he released 2021's Expensive Pain, they still treated him like any other artist they had just signed. So why would they do this? Well, due to how Meek is treated these days and how much the fanbase's perception of him has changed over the years, they can do so with no consequences. Besides, his sales figures have kept declining to the point that even when he and Rick Ross dropped a long-awaited collaborative album in 2023,
31K?
it peaked at number 23 on the charts, and barely sold 31,000 units.
That's
Robbed
crazy.
of that kind of hunger his fan base used to have for new music, Meek is still trying to keep the buzz alive. But unfortunately, the way he goes about it also plays into how he's treated like a punchline by so much of the hip-hop audience. But rather than sticking to his guns and doing what he wants to do, Meek cares far too much what people think. This was especially clear in June of 2023 when Meek took to Twitter to basically ask if he fell off. Who thinks I fell off or don't really think I got it with rapping anymore? I for real need answers and tell the truth because I'm not taking it personal. I need to hear how people think before I do what I do. A social experiment. With fans ultimately agreeing that his music...
Meek Mill, they gonna tell you that you fell off, so you might want to get into singing and shit. Like, hit the studio and try to, like, get your little vocals together and shit. You know what I'm saying? You look like you could be a singer and shit, bro. So just go ahead, you know what I'm saying, get some singing lessons and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little ghostwriter that can write you R&B songs and pop music. Matter of fact, I still think you can rap a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You good with the intros though. If all your albums was like full of intros, like you would be a platinum fucking record selling artist by now. You probably is one. I just don't fucking know it, like, cause I don't give a fuck. But you will be a great artist, bro. You will still be getting 100K, 200,000 fucking units sold, all kind of shit, bro. Just make an intro for every fucking song. Like, your whole fucking tape should be, like, full of intros. Because you make the best intros in the rap game. I'm not bullshitting. Bro, I ain't never heard no fucking intros like yours, bro. You make the best intros of all time, bro. Like, rap-wise type shit.
Doesn't
So
hit
just
as it
make
used to
a
in recent
fucking
years.
mixtape full
This
of
intense
intros.
search for validation left both fans and hip-hop commentators, such as Charlemagne the God, to clown him even more.
Why do you care what people on social media think? Why do people need validation from social media? And by the way, Meek,
Is he
you
smoking
can't
a
get
cigarette?
on social media and
Oh,
ask
no.
a question like
Nah,
that because
that's what I
nobody's
said.
there to give you serious answers.
No,
Right, they gonna troll
That's
you.
I would say probably 80% is gonna be BS, and they just gonna be attacking you because they can.
And when you consider how brutally Kanye West disrespected Meek, it's obvious that the big dogs in the game also don't see him in the same light because of everything he's done to make himself a target for clowning. For example, look how Kanye reacted when Meek tried to call him out for wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt amidst the George Floyd riots.
And I put White Lives Matter on a t-shirt. Oh, you know what? Let's go get celebrities. Let's go get Puff Daddy. Let's get Dave Chappelle. Let's go get Meek Mills. What made somebody think Meek Mills could say something to me? This is the funniest thing I've ever made.
Y'all don't even take Meek serious. That's crazy, bro.
Yo, man, I'm about to start crying, laughing, man. Somebody thought Meek Mills. No, I'm literally in tears.
Although he didn't respond to these claims, it didn't make any impact because at the end of the day, Ye and Meek are seen as in two different leagues, not only creatively, but financially. As Ye has no shortage of slip-ups on his record, the one thing you can't say is that he isn't true to himself. Meanwhile, the past few years have resulted in Meek being viewed as a toy for billionaires who like to boost their credibility by dealing with hip-hop,
Who like to make
as
them
was
bunny
the
hop
case
on tennis
for Michael
courts.
Rubin. As I mentioned earlier, Meek has been linked up with Michael Rubin for a long time. Since then, he's added Robert Kraft to his list of exceptionally wealthy friends. But that doesn't explain the way
Them Robert Kraft make mac and cheese.
he gets treated by these guys. Considering that Michael Rubin should really be treating him like an equal partner in their organization, Meek, the former gangster from Philly, has allowed himself to be mocked by these people too. Posting pictures of the toilet bowl after the Rubin white party like a sorority girl on wine coolers, to the many, many pictures of them embracing very tightly, the relationship with Rubin might have done wonders for his advocacy, but not for his reputation.
You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting
A drunken hug, bruh. These are the rappers y'all look up to. Imagine that. These niggas getting drunk and hugged by Michael Rubin. Y'all seen that photo of Lil Baby getting grabbed from behind? Y'all thought I was bullshitting. He said you getting another drunken hug. That's the shit they be doing during those parties, bruh. And I don't want to be a part of it. I ain't going to no Michael Rubin party. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna have all the money in the world, but I ain't going to. He don't even give him business advice. You know what I'm saying? You got Meek Mill going on Twitter talking about something. What's the best banking? What's the best fucking bank that I should bank with? Nigga, you friends with Michael Rubin and you don't know nothing about no bank information? That nigga ain't teaching you shit. He just like to grab people from behind. So yeah, no, fuck that.
You too. You two drunken hugs are coming tonight.
Hey yo, freaky ass billionaires. Are they sharing a blanket?
They about to make a
things
Michael
worse,
Rubin fucking
it doesn't seem like the
documentary.
address book is being put to work either. With Baby also getting his reputation
I told y'all,
destroyed
didn't
by
I?
staying around Rubin, it was presumed they were to acquire game. But by the looks of it, this isn't the case whatsoever, as Meek still can't bring his projects to life.
Meek said this on Threads. He said, yo, where's that person in Silicon Valley that will work with people like myself with influence and build this social media music-based app where you go to hear new music, watch exclusive interviews and content? Where, if you sign up, you may get new content from your favorite artists and sports players. I think I would do sports and entertainment. Meek Science. Now, if you're hanging around 15 billionaires and you still tweeting like this trying to find that nigga, what the fuck are these billionaires doing?
They ain't teaching
What are they
them
doing
shit.
for you? Free hugs. I think
Free
Meek
hugs.
may have meant to send this in the group chat. I'll be like, yo, Meek, why are you asking the general internet this? Meek should be going to Mike Rubin and saying, listen, no more drunken hugs. I don't want you to try to rub my leg no more, brother. What I want you to do is that I have this idea for an app. Y'all are using me for my social equity and my cultural coolness. Yo, let's do business.
Right, bro.
Between all of the mistreatment he's received both in rap and within the most exclusive sectors of society,
Look at him.
It's now created a scenario where no matter what he does now, it's always tainted by his public persona away from the mic. As a result of this, it doesn't matter what he does, the go-to response is to mock him. For instance, Meek wasn't even given any leeway when his team made it to the Super Bowl. Although Dreams and Nightmares was a bit of an unofficial anthem for the Eagles, his decision to celebrate
Ain't this
them
what they
making
been
it
waiting
to the
for?
big game with a freestyle over Hit 'Em Up just led to even more trolling. Bro could have just congratulated the team and moved on, always doing the most. I refuse to believe Meek Mill is a real person. Aside from
They
that,
be on his
one of the
ass,
biggest
bro.
factors that continues to damage Meek's credibility is that things just aren't well thought out. Screaming in fast food restaurants aside, this is a guy who will ask how African people hear his music, or announce his love for Candace Owens, even after she spent months dissing him for going to jail, and not expect to get any backlash because he doesn't calculate his moves at all. Likewise, when he tries to assert himself, like when he recently revealed that he charges $250K for a feature, all people did was wonder how this was possible in 2024. We can name 1,000 better ways to spend $250K other than a Meek Mill verse. Seen as the butt of every joke, it's reached the point where he can't even kick an abuser off his label without getting seen as the butt of every joke. It's reached the point where he can't
Bro, hell no. I never seen this clip, bro.
even kick an abuser off his label without getting blasted for it. Once footage surfaced of Dream Chasers' artist, Vori, literally threatening to kill his girlfriend, Meek Mill took swift and decisive action to remove him from the label ranks. As, let's face it, the last thing Meek needs is even more bad publicity or reason to be torn down by the general public. But even with Vori behaving in such a deplorable way on camera, people were still not willing to take Meek's side or stand with him in the action he took. Dude always preaching about some bullshit. Bro, we don't even care if you're from Philly. Vori is better than Meek. This ain't 2012. No longer seen as a top-tier artist, nor a cultural figure of note, it's fair to say that Meek's mishandling of his public image and the scrapes he's gotten himself into have really done considerable damage to his career. To make
Hold on.
matters worse, it was recently revealed that Meek was one of the redacted names listed in a new sexual lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs.
Oh, god damn, Meek. We heard about that too. We don't want to go into details and shit like that. But we finna get out of here, bro. If you enjoyed that reaction video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell to be notified when I drop another banger, bro. This was how Meek Mill clowned himself out of his career. You know what I'm saying? We finna hear about the Diddy shit real soon. When Diddy go to court after they grab his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all kind of documents that come out. And I'm gonna be here for it, mocking Meek Mill like I always do. You know what I'm saying? But these are jokes though, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean none of this shit. But anyway, we finna get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe too, bro.